Welcome to 15 Minute Money. My name is Nick, and I'm a former financial advisor. I am the author of the book, The Quick Start Guide to Investing. And in today's episode, we are going to talk about how to trade options on thinkorswim. We're going to start by going over the four major options: call options and put options, both selling and buying. And then I'm going to go over to thinkorswim, actually log on to the platform, and show you how you can get onto thinkorswim, which is a Charles Schwab account right now, and you can figure out how to go and execute these options all by yourself. So whether you're new to options or whether you just need a refresher course, this is a great place to start. This is not financial advice. This is for educational purposes only, but this is how I do weekly strategies because at 42, I quit my job and I moved my family to southern Spain. And doing weekly option strategies just like this is how we provide our lifestyle. I don't have another job. I've got a small dividend portfolio and I've got weekly options trades, and that's how I'm paying for our family to make money. So if you want to follow along this journey, again, not financial advice, but this is a great tutorial on how to trade options on thinkorswim. We're going to get started right now. Welcome to 15 Minute Money, the show where I search the financial world for the most up-to-date investment ideas, market trends, and income streams so you don't have to. I'm your host, Nick Bradley. Let's get into it. Before we get started on thinkorswim, let's talk about what is an option. An option is just another way of controlling 100 shares of a stock without actually buying or ponying up the money for the 100 shares. There are two major types. There's call options and there's put options. So the call option over here, let's look at why you would buy a call option. You're going to buy a call option if you anticipate the stock price is going to go up. You're going to sell a call option if you own 100 shares and you anticipate the stock price is going to go down. You would buy a put option, conversely, if you think the stock price is going to go down and you want to make money. And you would sell a put option if you think the stock price is going to go up. Let's start with that one. That is called a cash secure put, and we're going to talk about an example with Google. So the current price of Google is $300 per share, let's say. And you want to buy Google at a discount. You want to buy it for $280, or you just want to make a little bit of premium. So therefore, you could sell the 280 strike for $320. By selling that, you're going to obligate yourself to buy 100 shares at 280 at a determined price. And we'll talk about that when we get into thinkorswim. But for the most part, I'm going to do weekly or monthly options. And again, someone's going to pay you $320 to engage in that options contract. If Google is above $280 at the end of the month, then you're going to keep $320 and you can do it again. If Google, however, is below $280, you have to buy 100 shares at $280, even if it's down to $100 per share. You're paying $280, but you still get to keep the $320. So hopefully it's not too aggressive because you are obligating yourself to buy 100 shares. Now, let's talk about buying a put option. Again, you anticipate the stock price is going to go down, and this is what people mean when they say people are shorting the market. They are buying put options. Again, let's talk about Google. You would buy a put option if you think Google price is going to go down. So the current price is 300 and you think it's going to go down from there. So you could buy the 280 put, or you could buy in the money put. You could buy right at 300. And let's say you did buy the 280 though. If you bought the 280, it's going to cost you 335. So unlike selling a put where you get money, buying a put, you have to pony up the money because you think the market's going to go down. If Google is above 280, you lose the 335 or some portion of it. Let's say it falls from 300 down to 285. You're going to definitely make some money on that option. You just have to close it before the end of the month when it expires. But if Google is below 280, you're going to make a ton of money on that option and you did very well. However, when you buy a put option or you buy a call option, you can never lose more than what you paid for the contract. In this case, it's 335. Now, let's talk about buying a call option. If you anticipate the stock price is going to go up, you could buy a call option and try to make money as it goes up. We're going to stick with Google. Current price around 300. You think it's going to go up. Therefore, you could buy the 310 call and it's going to cost you 500. And again, 500 is the most you can lose on this contract. If Google is above 310, you have a couple options. You can buy the shares at 310. So let's say if Google went up to 340, You could buy 100 shares at 310 per share, and you're going to make $3,000 because you're making $30 per share on 100 shares. Or if you don't want to buy the shares, you can just close the 310 strike and you're going to have insane profit if it's way above. Let's say if it was up to 340, you're going to be up 2 or 300% on this option at least. If Google, however, is below $310 or some value of that, you're going to lose the 500 or some sort of portion of it. And there are different ways you can analyze how much you're going to lose. The closer you get to expiration, and if it's not even close to the 310, you're going to probably lose more and more and more as the time goes on. So if you make, let's say Google has a big spike right away, you probably want to close your option if you're up 20, 30, or 40%. Now, let's talk about selling an option. When you sell a call option, you're anticipating the price is going to go down and you need to own 100 shares. And this is called a covered call. So, sticking with our Google example, it's at 300 and you own 100 shares. You think that the price is going to go down. So, you could sell the 310 call and you're going to make $520. Someone's paying you immediately because you're selling the option. So, you're going to make 520 bucks. If Google is below 310, you keep your shares and the $520. However, if Google is above $310, let's say at the end of the month, you sell your shares for 310 and you keep the 520. Wah, wah, wah. Well, it's not like really all that bad news because look at this. The current price is 300. 1 month later, it's 310. Let's say it's 315 for this example. You're going to keep the money from the $10 per share from 300 to 310. So you're going to make the $1,000 on stock appreciation and the $520. So in that month, Google made you 1,520 bucks. You don't have your shares anymore, but if you really like it, you can wait for it to dip again. You can sell a cash secured put to try to get it at a discounted price, or you can just wait, whatever you want, buy the shares right now. So now we're going to go to thinkorswim and actually see how we do it live on the account. Quick tutorial on how to do these options on thinkorswim, and I'll cover all four of those: selling calls, buying calls, selling puts, and buying puts. Let's get started. So when you log on to thinkorswim, this is basically what you're looking at. You've got your account summary, you've got your positions. Come on, guys, let's get the market up. Portfolio digest. But let's talk about Google because we've been talking about Google all day. So come up here to the search box, type in Google, and this is what's going to pop up. Now you are looking for the option chain data. So click on this arrow and it's going to open up all of the strikes in this, or it's going to open up the dates that are available, and then we'll talk about the strikes. So you could do 2 days out, which is going to be Friday. You can do week out, yada, yada. I'm going to look 1 month out at April 24th because, again, I'm providing for my family doing these options. Sometimes in a really bull market, I'll do weekly calls, but something like this, I'm going to look more of a month out. You get more premium the longer you wait, unless there's an earnings involved. But let's go over the 4 examples that we talked about. Let's start with selling a cash secure put. So right now, Google is trading at 292. It's gone down a little bit since I did the presentation. So you think that Google is going to stick at 292 or go up a little bit in the next month. So you're going to sell a cash secure put to either make premium or to get even better price if Google does fall. So a lot of times when I'm selling cash secure puts, I look at this line over here, the delta, and I like to be between 18 and 25. So let's settle right here on this one, the 22 delta. That gives you a strike of 270. So I could sell this right now by clicking on this. It's going to pull up the sell option, and it always starts with 10 contracts. You probably don't want to sell 10 contracts unless you have a huge account, but by selling one contract, you could sell it between 440, 465, or 490. You might as well try to fit somewhere in the middle. So right there, it's showing $480. You hit review, and then if you hit send, that is going to try to find someone to buy that option or sell that option to you. So you would receive 480 bucks basically minus the 65 cents or 66 cents for the option fee. So you're going to receive $479 credit right now. And if, again, Google stays above the 270 strike at the end of the month, you keep the 479 and you can do it again. And that is how you would do selling a cash secured put. let's talk about buying a put. You think Google is going to fall, and it's going to fall a lot. So you would say right now it's trading at 292. So you've got all these different options of buying puts. You could buy in the money, which see this line right here that's talking about in the money. So that's above 292, but it's going to cost you $14.45 to buy in the money. However, for every dollar Google drops, you're capturing 51 cents on the dollar. So if it drops from 292 down to 382, you're collecting 51 cents on that $10 drop. However, it's $1,400. Maybe you don't have $1,400. And you think Google reasonably is going to go from 292 at least down to 275. Well, you could buy that one for only $600. Again, it's going to start you with 10 contracts. Always be careful of that. So right now you are buying one contract 30 days out at the 275 strike. And let's try to get the full 600. So that's a $600 limit expiring today. You would hit review, and then you'd hit send, and you would be spending $600 plus the options fee in hopes that Google falls to 275 or below. If it falls below, you're making a lot of money, but that's how you would buy a put. And again, 600 is the most you could ever lose on that contract because you bought a put. Let's talk about buying a call. If you think Google isn't going to fall, in fact, you think Google is going to appreciate over the next month, you would come to this side of the table and you'd be buying a call. Again, you can buy in the money, which on this side is the opposite of over here. So you'd be buying the 290 and that, sorry, sell. You'd be buying the 290. That's going to cost you about $1,100, depending on where you get it at between the bid and the ask. Let's just say it's showing 1130 right here. Again, it's starting with 10. You probably don't want to buy 10. But if you think Google is going to fly off the shelves and 290 is the bottom and it's about to appreciate to 300 again, well, by buying the 290 strike, you're getting 57 cents on the dollar. When you look at the delta, you'd hit review, send, and then the most you would lose is that 1,077 or 1,075 debit. Lastly, covered call. If you own 100 shares of Google and you think Google is going to be boring, it's going to be flat, or maybe it's going to go down a little bit in the next month, you can sell an option, which is called a covered call. So now you're going to be looking probably in the money, unless you really think it's going to fall a lot. You're probably looking in the money. Let's say at the end of the month, you're willing to sell your shares of Google, 100 shares, because every options contract is 100 shares. If you think you're willing to sell Google for $310, you could sell the 310 strike. And let's see, for every 100 shares you have, you could sell one contract. So let's say you just have 100 shares of Google. You could sell a covered call, one contract, 30 days out, April 24th, for $310. And someone's going to pay you $320, let's say, because that's what it's pulling up right now. You'd hit review, you'd hit send, and then that would obligate you to sell those 100 shares of Google at $310 at the end of the month if it's above $310. But if it's not above $310, you keep your money, you can sell another covered call, and you keep your shares as well. So that, my friends, is how I use Charles Schwab on the thinkorswim platform to execute the most simple options, buying and selling. If you want something more complicated and you want to talk about iron condors or put credit spreads, debit credit spreads, credit calls, whatever you want to get into, butterflies, we can do a more advanced options buying video using thinkorswim if you'd like that. And if you do, let me know. Hit the comments. Type in, I want to learn about iron condors. I want to learn about butterflies. I want to learn about collars. And we will do a video on thinkorswim talking about how to do that as well. But that's it for today. I do these types of videos every single week. In fact, one's coming up right now. So why don't you click on that, give it a watch, and we'll see you next week. Thanks for joining me today on 15 Minute Money, the show where I search the financial world for the most up-to-date investment ideas, market trends, and income streams so you don't have to. I'm your host, Nick Bradley. We'll see you next week.